Welcome to Robbinsville, New Jersey, where the 0-7 Robbinsville Ravens take on the Lawrence Cardinals with a record of 3-4. I'm Barry Levy, and I'm here with Steven Nelson. Steve, what do you think of this matchup here tonight?
I think it's going to be an emotional game tonight. It's senior night for the Robbinsville Ravens tonight. I think they're going to be feasting on their backup quarterbacks, and I think they're going to have a great game tonight where they're going to be really want to get their first win of the season or last home game and make their seniors proud tonight.
Okay, our very own Cameron Bruger had his interview with Andrew Patterson, the head coach of the Robbinsville Ravens.
I'm here with Coach Patterson. So, Coach, Lawrence has won 3 of their last 4 games. Who are you looking to on your defense to help shut down the Cardinals?
Well, tonight we are addressing 20 players total. So our sideline's going to be pretty empty. So whoever's on the field is going to have to help us out. We got a bunch of seniors out there tonight, a couple of new guys, and I know it sounds like a cliche, but we need a full team effort to get this one done. I mean, Lawrence is a very good team, but last year was the first we ever played them when they were very hot, and we were kind of struggling a little bit at the end of the season, and we gave them a good game. So, I mean, Lawrence, it's a big brother. We used to go there. Our kids used to play football for them, so our kids are up for this one.
So, Lawrence was able to hold Nottingham to just 12 points last week. What does your offense need to do tonight to move the ball?
Well, depending on when this airs, if they're going to see this before, and they're going to see some stuff tonight they haven't seen all season. Past couple of weeks, we haven't had a quarterback on the roster. We've had 3 injured. It's been quarterback and running back by committee. Even though we only got 20 dressed tonight on offense, we got some key players back that should be able to give them some looks and sets and plays they might not be ready for.
So tonight being the last home game of the season, what has been the highlight for you this season as a coach, and what does the future look like for the program as these seniors leave?
I love our kids. That's my highlight. Our kids are great. I mean, any other team, you have as many injuries as we had this year. We took a team that had 35 players on it, and we're down to, I mean, we practiced this week with 18 players. Nobody's quit. And that's a great thing as a coach when you could say, you know, there's adversity in your face, and you're still not giving up, and, you know, we're playing teams tough. I mean, Holy Cross, Lindenwold, they were losses, but if you watch the game film, if you were at the game, you know that we gave it 100% of the time, and that's what I love about these kids. Next year, you know, we lose a few seniors, but you see our sidelines tonight. We have all our freshmen that are not dressed for the game, but we have a big freshman program that's doing pretty well this year, so hopefully they can move into their spots and we can have a little success next year.
Thank you so much for your time, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so trying to see who looks like Lawrence is going to receive, and they're going to take the ball. Steve, so what are you looking for tonight out of the Lawrence offense?
Out of Lawrenceville's offense, I don't think they're going to throw the ball at all. I think they're going to run it through one of their best players, Devon Hemingway, a senior. In 109 attempts, he has 792 yards, averages 113.1 yards a game, and leads the team with 8 rushing touchdowns. I think he's just going to feast off this defense tonight and go for double-digit touchdown totals tonight.
And it's time for the national anthem. All right, so Robbinsville is going to be kicking off to Lawrence, and we're about to get underway. Gorgeous night here, probably about 65 degrees. Looks like the attendance is in the hundreds. Nice crowd tonight. And we're ready to play some ball.
Definitely an energetic crowd tonight. Definitely rooting on their senior class that's graduating.
Well, we got all the emotion of senior night, so the
yeah.
Ravens should be fired up tonight. And they'll be kicking off from the 40. Stephen, do you know if, well, I guess they don't do a lot of touchbacks. They don't do a lot of touchbacks. And
no, it doesn't look
so
like
I wonder if they extended that out to the 20-yard line or 25 like they did in the NFL.
Right.
But I don't expect for a touchback. So the kickoff from the 40, a short kick. Takes it at the 30-yard line, number 10. He's moving to the middle of the field. He's got some room to roam. Goes around the corner. He's loose. He's at the 40. He's at the 50. He's got room to go. He's finally taken down at about the 38-yard line. Steven, wow, what do you think of that kick return?
I mean, that's the bread and butter. I mean,
that's the feature of the Lawrence. That is probably, I don't think Robbinsville wanted to kick it to him. That was the Lawrence running back, Davin Hemingway, with the return there. If we get a replay of that, he kind of went all the way down to the left sideline.
Yeah, just that's what he does. He seems like he's always faster than his opponents. He always gets that extra yard, averaging 7.7 a game. Per carry, rather. It's just like he's.
All right, so the Lawrence offense, led by quarterback Ryan Kalban, have a traditional I formation. Going to take the ball at the 40-yard line. Sweep to Hemingway. Hemingway cuts off. Nice defensive swarming to the ball right around the 40-yard line. I don't think he got an inch.
I don't think at all.
We got 2nd down and 10 yards to go. What do you think here, Steve? Think they're going to put the ball in the air?
I don't think they do it. That's not their game, and I think they're just going to go through their way. I don't think Devin Hemingway's going to
Lawrence
get
breaks
stopped.
the huddle. Hemingway in the slot in a shotgun formation here. Receiver in motion, looking for a draw here. Jet sweep, has the handoff to number 2, cuts it upfield. He's got room. Nice tackle. Got to about the 36-yard line, a gain of 4. Puts him in 3rd and about 7. What do you think about that play call, Nelson?
I think it was the right move. I think you just keep on running it and go through no matter how far. I don't think Robbinsville defense can handle the awesome offense that the Lawrenceville Cardinals.
3rd and 7 at the 37-yard line. Kind of a no man's land here. Probably a 4-down situation. Shotgun in. We're back in the shotgun again. A sweep to Hemingway. Hemingway turns the corner. Nice tackle. Going to put him at a 4th and short here. I'm going to guess they're going to go for it here, though, Steven. We've got about a 4th and 3.
I think they'll definitely run it. And that was beautiful stiff arm by Hemingway at the end to get that extra inch, that extra yard there.
So it's 4th down and 3 yards to go. And a big stop here for Robbinsville. See what we can do here. Quarterback's going to, Kalborn's going to take it again in shotgun. Looks like Hemingway is next to him. Quarterback raises his legs. Number 2 in motion. Hand it off. Sweep. He's got enough for the first. Nice spin move. Gets up to, keeps rolling. Stumbling. Still on his feet. Wow, great run from, looks like that was Hemingway. No, that was not Hemingway. Got enough for the 1st down.
And that's all that Lawrence is going to do tonight. They're going to keep on running and running the ball.
So from a 4th and 3, we're going to see a replay here. Trying to see who that running back was. That was the receiver, actually, that took that, right, Nelson?
I believe it was.
All right, so we got a 1st down at about the 20-yard line. Back in the traditional I formation. Hemingway deep in the backfield. Sweep to, no, I'm sorry, that's not Hemingway. That's number 1. He's sweeping around the corner. He's got some room to go. He's still on his feet. He's right about the 5-yard line. And that is Lawrence player Tanner Tommy with that run. It seems like they're getting Tanner Tommy involved in the offense today. That's interesting. I have him listed as a tight end. They're doing a lot of giving him the ball. I know he's been a real standout on defense. but I guess they're just getting him the ball. We got 8 minutes, 45 seconds left. And once again, looks like Tommy's in the backfield. I can't see. I can't tell if that's number 10 or that's in motion. Just sweeped it in. That's Tommy again. No, I'm sorry, that's Hemingway. Hemingway taken down at about the 4-yard line.
Looks like Robbinsville going to have a tough time all night if they get it from both ends with Tanner Tommy on one end and Devon Hemingway on the other. It's going to be hard to stop their rushes.
Really attacking the edges here. Let's see how the Ravens defend this. We got a 2nd down at the 4-yard line. There's the sweep. You can see just takes a head-on collision. Handoff right up the middle.
And he stopped
that
short.
Again is Tanner Tommy. Stopped him short.
The ball carrier by number 1, Tommy Lewis.
Looks like we're going to have a 3rd and about 2.
Brings up 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Big stop here. Big stop here for the Ravens. And once again, Tommy's in the backfield. Right up the middle again. No penetration, and he's going to be in the end zone, and that's a touchdown for Lawrence.
Tommy Lewis Tanner into the end zone for a Cardinal touchdown.
So Tanner Tommy with a, I don't think he got touched on that touchdown.
I don't think so either.
Let's take a look at the replay. I think they just went right up, looked like a little halfback dive. And now we're setting up for the extra point.
And this is where Lawrence has struggled a little bit in the past, losing tough games due to missed point after attempts.
And the kick is up, and it is good. All right, so it's 7.
And the extra point attempt by number 9, Wilson, is
7-0. And we got the replay of that touchdown. It looks like it was a halfback dive. Let's take a look to see if he was touched. And here's a touchdown. Straight up the gut, halfback dive. And he didn't get touched until he was in. So a bit of a surprise, something we didn't see, Stephen. We a lot of handoffs to Tanner Tommy in that first offensive drive.
Yeah, they didn't go through Hemingway too much as we expected, but I'm sure he'll get in his groove later in this game.
All right, so now let's see if the Ravens can answer. Kicking off at the 40.
And the Ravens have trouble scoring.
And it's
later
Wilson Aiden on the kick here at the 40-yard line. Good kick, deep downfield. Catches it about the 5. Got some room to go. Makes a move upfield. Oh, great open field tackle. Great, fantastic open field tackle by number 22. That's Frost Corey on a nice open field move there.
And this is where Robbinsville needs to take their stand. They need to be aggressive. They need to run the ball, and they need to get past this good Lawrence.
This is a big possession. Robbinsville wants to at least move the ball here. And again, the quarterback for Robbinsville, he's been hurt for a little bit, but it's Bradford Kanagawa. And the coach Patterson mentioned that we're going to be seeing some new offensive strategies here. So I'd expect them to make some different offensive moves here. And again, we're going to start off in the shotgun. Kanagawa takes the snap. Fakes the motion. Still on his feet and smothered by the Lawrence defense. Looks like Aim Dawson and Haweki Christian up on the sack there. Looks like we're going to rotate quarterbacks here. Nope, he's just getting the play from the sideline. They look like they were trying to throw that ball into the flat, and Lawrence blew it up. A lot of pressure. Yeah, so it looks like we're looking at about a 2nd down and 15 from the Robbinsville 17-yard line. Kanagawa again in the shotgun with, trying to see who that back is. Looks like Jack Lipschitz in the backfield. Hands it off to Lipschutz, and he is smothered at the 20-yard line.
That I believe is the wrong play call to go right there, down a second and 15 and running it. I think you got to try to get that ball in the air, at least get some of your receivers to back off that pressure and take the ball somewhere.
I can see here, just smothered. Had a little room there, but just a good job by the Lawrence defense.
Kanagawa maybe had a second after the snap to release that ball.
So we're looking at a 3rd and 13 here. Pass down the field, number 12. He's got some room. We have a completion, but again, smothered by the Lawrence defense. That was completed to Dylan Scholl. Good for about 5 yards. You can see it was a good throw by Kanagawa.
And he just got, once again, he got smothered and then pushed back about 5 yards.
Now they're punting. And it's going to be Dylan Scholl with the punt. We have Hemingway is back deep with Sean McLaughlin. And here we go, we have the punt, end over end punt. It's going to be marked by the referee out at about the generous spot from the referee. There he goes. And right at about the 43-yard line.
Definitely the Ravens need to have a defensive stand right now, being that the Cardinals are in their territory and they could have another easy score if they're not careful.
All right, so Lawrence is going to take the ball back. Calban, the first offensive series, they really tried to feed Tanner Tommy. And Tommy's going to be in the backfield. I'm trying to see who else is back there with him. Tommy's going to take as a fullback. Play action pass down the middle through the seam. That ball's taken up there. Oh, it's caught by Hemingway. Oh, it dropped by Hemingway. Almost had an interception opportunity there. We're going to see a replay of that. Looked like he was open. Oh, it was a great play by Vic Carella. Got in the way. Tanner Tommy. So you can see it really looks like the Lawrence offense is focusing on Tanner Tommy and the dangerous Devon Hemingway, but doing a good job of mixing that up. That play action pass was there. Again, we got Tommy in the backfield, and it looks like we got Johnson William also in the backfield. Eye set, Hemingway in motion. They're going to pitch it to him. He's got room again to the left side. Good penetration by the Robbinsville defense. He cuts it back outside. Going nowhere. Great defensive swarming. And that's going to make, it's got to make Coach Patterson happy there. Really did a good job of swarming to the defense. We got a player down on the field. We got a, looks like a defensive lineman. I'll try to get you the number once we can see. You can see a good swarming defense. That's what you want to see with a defensive team. A bunch of, as Coach Patterson said, this is a team that's only dressing about 20 players, and you can see they're putting the effort. I can't see who's down on the field. Let's hope he's all right. Number 58. So unfortunately, that's Matt Heverin on the field, a sophomore. So let's hope he's okay. But puts Lawrence in a long 3rd and 13. I didn't see what happened on the play, but a good defensive stop for Robbinsville. They've been able to put Lawrence in third and long situations. They just haven't been able to stop them from converting. Again, at this. All right, so it looks like we got a replay of this injury. Let's take a look and see what happened. Let's take a look at number 58. What happened here? No, we didn't get that. This is just a replay of the. But here's the play. Hemingway, nowhere to go. Cuts it back. Good job of forcing the run back to the field, and he tries to go back outside. but good swarming defense.
Split-second error by Hemingway there, had the lane open, probably could have got more yards, but then second-guessed himself to go.
Yeah, he was looking to break. He was looking to take that to the yard.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, still down on the field. There, he's getting up. He's up. And there's Hebron coming off the field. He's okay. Looks like we have a lower leg injury. Yeah, right there you can see he got twisted up right around his ankle.
It's something Lawrence doesn't want tonight, only dressing 20 players
Tough to
tonight.
see tough to see any young men. Let's hope it's just a little bit of an ankle. So it looks like it's a 3rd and 13 here with Lawrence has the ball at about the 46. Let's see what Robbinsville can do to get them in to 4th down. Still, it's a dangerous area of the field. I'm going to guess this is a 4-down territory. And Calbin's going to take the snap. Looking to pass. Good defensive pressure. They got him wrapped up, and he's brought down. Looks like number 75, Dayan Hamid. No, I'm sorry, 76. Not even on the roster. James Stetz, a great, puts him and forces the punt. That's a big defensive play. Got pressure, just blew it up and through the middle.
Yeah, big sack for a guy that's just coming in, not even on our roster sheet here. Not even on our roster sheet here as Lawrence goes for 4th and 20 as they kick it off.
Punts at a high kick. He's going to let it drop in a bounce. It looks like it's going to take a Lawrence bounce inside the 10. Still rolling. It's going to get picked up at about the 6-yard line. That's a heck of a punt. Yeah. But hey, Robbinsville did its job. It stopped it. It got the ball back, and they got to feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, it looks like the brakes are going Lawrence's way tonight, converting on 3rd and long and having their punts go their way.
So Robbinsville's going to take a number of 50s fired up. The team's trying to get the team going there. It's like Chris Heller is trying to get these guys fired up, and he's either getting them fired up or trying to get them make sure that they know where they should be here in the offense.
I think he's definitely getting himself fired up. This being his senior and this being his last home game of his high school career here.
Yeah. And they break the huddle. And Kanagawa is going to take it under center. A little motion. Inside, and it looks like a little bit of room there. I had trouble seeing what number that was. We'll see if we can get it on the... Yeah, that's... Yeah, Jack Lipschutz on the run. Number. So it's 2nd and 7. Kanagawa is going to take the snap. Again, from a shotgun set, through trips to the left in motion. Handoff, play action pass. So that's almost picked off. Almost picked off. That looked like who was going after that ball? Deion McLean. Deion McLean almost took that back to the house. 3rd and 7.
The Cardinals defense definitely is prevailing tonight, and it doesn't seem like whatever Robbinsville is doing is working tonight.
Well, they're doing a good job of mixing up their offense. They've had a lot of motion and some play action passes. They froze the linebackers, but the safety was just sitting on that. Almost made a big pick 6 there. So here we go, 3rd and 7. Shotgun formation, 2 backs in the backfield. In motion, got an offside. He's gonna, could have had a free snap there. Tanner Tommy was listening to for the offensive snap there, and he tried to get in. We'll see if he was offsides or if he was encroached, and it's going to be offsides on the defense. So we're going to have a much more manageable 3rd and 2nd. 3rd and 2 to go.
Robbinsville definitely needs to capitalize on that opportunity right
There's
there.
a lot more plays in the playbook for 3rd and 2 than there are for 3rd and 7. So
Absolutely.
let's see if the Ravens can get a first down. 2 minutes and 41 seconds left here in the first quarter.
Did the ball hit the air?
I think they're going to do a sweep here. Again, in the shotgun. Throws it out. Oh, great.
Ooh. Might have gotten it.
Looks like he was clothesline there. I'm trying to see who the receiver was there. That was looked like that Lipschutz, and you can see turns around and Malik he breaks the first tackle here, and this is where we'll see if he gets him up around the head. Oh, that's a face mask, and the referee missed that. That should have been 15 yards.
Yes, it should have.
So the dangerous Devon Hemingway back. I'm trying to see who the other receiver is back there. Ooh, high snap, a lot of penetration. Got it off. Sean McLaughlin has the ball. He's cutting back to the middle. He's got a lead block. He's got some room down the sideline. He looks like he might go. He's got a tackle. There's a flag on the field, though. The ball is loose. No, there's a flag on the field. Looks like that's going to be returned. But I guess that's a block in the back. Did you see anything on that one, Nelson?
It did seem like he got there pretty easily. It looks like
I thought he fumbled here, but no, there's the flag. The ref saw something. He's sniffing the end zone. But
And the penalty is going to be a personal foul against Lawrence.
so got a personal foul on Lawrence. That's probably going to be a spot foul and back 15 yards. So it's going to be a first down, and
it's a good break for Robbinsville. Have a second chance opportunity of stopping this good rushing team.
That's a big turn of field position for Lawrence. They were going to get the ball at about the 2-yard line. Now instead they're at the 30. And we have a traditional I backfield with Sherrard Zachary and looks like Johnson William in the backfield. Hard snap, pitch out to Johnson. Forced back to the middle of the field, and good again, a good defensive stop by Robbinsville. And that's John Shea on the tackle. Jack Shea on the tackle, and again, doing a good job of forcing the runs back to the middle of the field.
Yes.
You can tell Lawrence wants to really try to get to the outside, but good, well-coached team. They're forcing the runs back to the middle of the field. And we're at a 2nd and 9. And it looks like Williams in the backfield again. He's going to take another pitch, try it to the other side, cuts back inside, spins, and he's met by the Ravens defenders again. A good defensive stop. Looks like that was about a gain of 2, putting them, and again, 3rd and long. And it seems like every time the Ravens have been able to get Lawrence in 3rd and long situations.
Yeah, it definitely seemed like this team was struggling on defense, and definitely it doesn't seem like it's that at all. A good rushing team having virtually no success before that first drive.
Now, if you watch that replay, didn't make the tackle, but number 12, Dylan Shaw, forced that run back inside and did a great job on forcing that back in. Here we go, 3rd and long. We have play action pass. He's looking down the middle of the field. He's got a man wide open, number 33. Sherrard Zachary with the catch. Nice distribution by the quarterback, Ryan Calbon. He just ran right down the seam. He hit him. He had to slow down a little bit. That could have been a touchdown. And that's going to end the first quarter with Lawrence up 7-0 over the Robbinsville Ravens. Steve, what do you think after one quarter of action?
I definitely thought Lawrence was gonna usually use their rushing game to their advantage, and they're gonna score a lot more points than just 7 tonight in the first here. But definitely a big surprise was Robbinsville defense, you know, stopping all these rushes and making on that last play, making them throw the ball to try to get their offense going again.
Well, I think Coach Patterson would sign on for a 7-0 game at the end of the first quarter. His defense has played well. They've consistently got him in 3rd and long scenarios, but but Lawrence has done an even better job of answering those 3rd and long. Nice offensive variety from Lawrence. A lot of play action passes, and you can see they're definitely trying to use their speed and get to the outside on Robbinsville.
Yes, they are. I think they stopped going to Tanner Tommy early in that first. I think if they go back to him again, I think that, Lawrence will definitely experience some more, some better offensive creativity than just does.
So it looks like Tanner Tommy's in the backfield. He's gonna line up at Hemingway is in the backfield, and this is first down, 1st and goal. Pitch to the left. Hemingway's using his speed. He's going to get into the end zone. He throws it up, throws his shoulder, and he scores. That's a well-designed play. And that's Davon Hemingway with a touchdown.
Aaron Franzel on the Ravens there had no chance of stopping him there.
You can see the Lawrence offense is really trying to get to the outside of the field and use their team speed. So they're up 13-0. They're going to try for the point after. And Aiden with the extra point attempt, and the snap, and the kick is up, and it's good. Does a nice job kicking the ball.
Yes, he does.
And the kicker, number 9, Aiden Wilson, is up and good.
So it's 14-0.
52 remaining in the second quarter. The score is Lawrence 14, Robbinsville 0.
Good. Oh, we got it. All right, so Stephen, this is a big possession for Robbinsville. I don't know if they need to get points on the board, but I think they want to move the ball here. They haven't gotten a first down yet, and you know, they want to move the ball, change the field position game. Their defense is really out there fighting. But let's see if we can get some field position here.
Yeah, definitely Robbinsville, I think, just a confidence factor to stay in this game. Even though they're being down 14-0, I think they just need to get the pressure
Looks like
Lawrenceville tonight.
Shea and Lipschutz in the backfield. Ready to receive the kick, and Kenigawa's deep as well. Kickoff by Aiden, who's done a heck of a job with extra points. So he's going to probably be able to get probably about down to the 5-yard line. Kick is back, and it's going to be a touchback. So this is what I was wondering. I don't know if this. I'm assuming this is still goes to the 20-yard line in high school, but
I believe so. And I think that was a good kick, a good long kick, but it just didn't work out for.
That's okay. It's got the 20-yard line. We'll see what the Ravens can do here. 1st and 10 at the 20. Kenigawa getting a play from Coach Patterson. Looks like the Lawrence defensive ends are just, you know, pinning their ears back and really trying to get to the quarterback. Robbinsville's gonna once again take out a shotgun with 2 backs. No tight end. Receiver split to the left. Got a little motion. Handoff inside. It's looking for some room to roam. Not a whole lot of space there, and he's gonna fight, try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but just no room to go there.
Just getting stuffed before they can even get anywhere.
You can see the penetration they have there. Not a whole lot of room to go. Did a good job fighting to get back to that line of scrimmage.
Kanagawa does definitely not have a lot of time to either launch that ball or get the ball off past the line of scrimmage.
Well, Robbinsville hasn't been shy about trying some, play actions, some passes. So once again, Kanagawa back in the shotgun, 2 setbacks. We have a receiver in motion. Again, similar play call right up the middle, looked like a draw. But again, that is met right at the line of scrimmage. They actually lost some yards on that play. Now Robbinsville's going to be facing a 3rd and long here. You can see by the time he gets the ball in the backfield, there's a couple of white shirts around them. So 3rd and 10 for the Ravens.
I think Robbinsville should try to get some receivers in the corners and try to get some gain down the field.
So we have 3 receivers to the right. Kanagawa, we have a receiver in motion. Jet sweep, play action pass. He rolls to his right. He's got a man open. He's got field. He's going to get enough for a 1st down. So that's a nice offensive play by Robbinsville. The ball was tipped, but that was enough to get to the 33-yard line. Kanagawa with a nice play action fake there. And it looks like the ball was tipped by a Lawrence defender. And it was. But there to catch it. Looks like Lipschutz, who's just been super involved in this offensive game plan today. And it's a 1st down for Robbinsville. So now we got the 1st and 10 to go from about the 32-yard line. 10 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Once again, Robbinsville in a shotgun set, 2 backs. Smillo in action, play action pass. He's going to take it himself. He's going to have some room to run. And I liked good first action, good 1st down play call. Got about 6 yards, I'm going to guess there.
He definitely being aggressive, also playing as a wide receiver. Definitely does have that speed to get past some of that defense there and take it himself for a gain.
Yeah, I really like the way I saw Kanagawa. Looks like he was shot out of a rocket there. Really kind of exploded towards that. I'm going to guess Coach Patterson's going to kind of go back to that play because it seems like there was some room there. Again, freezing those linebackers with the play action. Once again, shotgun set, two running backs. Going to kind of throw a lateral pass. Ooh, that is met. Ooh. Met by number 23. Southward Malik on he sniffed that play out. You can see here, he just sees that ball. And they lost of a yard. That was a lateral pass, so that could have ended. That could have ended. They lost. So 3rd and 9 at the 34-yard line. So I think this isn't a 4th down scenario. So let's see what happens here. Shotgun set, one back. Straight pass, throws it out, has a man open, and he has a complete pass for a 1st down. That's a nice zip on that ball. And that's a completed to Dylan Shaw.
That was a good play sequence, Robbinsville.
Looked like he ran about a 7-yard out, knew where the sticks were, and picked up the 1st down.
Yeah. Definitely thread the needle with that pass.
Now
too.
we've got a drive going. You can take a look here, and I'd really like to see how Kanagawa drives the ball right on time, makes the reception, knows where the sticks are, and has enough for the 1st down.
He definitely had more time for that to make the right call there.
Because good offensive play calling. It's really kind of frozen those linebackers. Lots of play action. Once again in shotgun, we got two running backs in the backfield. Man in motion. Draw inside. He's got a little room to run now. Again, great 1st down. He carried some of those defenders for a couple yards. Now we're on the other side of the field. Looks like we're on the referee's going to spot it right at the 50. But a nice 6-yard pickup for Lipschutz. Lipschutz is getting a lot of action here. Take a look at the spot. I'd like to see that spot. I don't know if that's I think we got a poor spot there, Robbinsville, on that one. I think they were on the other side of that sideline.
Yeah, I definitely thought they made it past the 50.
It looked like it was past the 50 on that replay. Either way, it's 2nd and 4. Once again in shotgun. Running back in motion, going to go back to the dive. This time it's men. Once again, I can't see that that got more than a yard if it did.
That's number 20, Jack Lipshot's on the play. Stop for no gain. That brings up 3rd down and 4.
3rd and 4. And when they went back to that little inside dive there and collapsed. Nice play by Del Camp Trevor on the defensive line to sniff that out. So we got a 3rd and 4. 6 minutes, 40 seconds left. Think we're in 4-down territory right here, Stephen?
I think we are.
Yeah, I think so too. Shotgun set, 2 backs, man in motion. Cannonbad's going to go deep. He's throwing that in trouble. That's going to be intercepted by number 10, Devon Hemingway, and he's loose down the sideline. Nice tackle by number 20, Jack Lipschutz. But he returned that all the way back to the 30. You can say he put a little too much air under that ball. It was a nice interception by Hemingway. And he was able to take that all the way from the 30. Picked up got a nice block downfield. Looks like he stayed in bounds.
Looks like the Robbinsville.
He stayed in bounds the whole time. And he went out right about the 30-yard line.
Looks like Robbinsville, Matt Giordano didn't see Devon
Well, they
Hemingway
took a shot
coming.
down the field.
Yeah.
And, so Lawrence is going to get the ball at their 31, at the Robbinsville 31. 6 minutes, about 6.5 minutes left to play. Going to be in the shotgun set. It looks like going to throw a little flare pass out. That ball's bouncing around. Looked like that was a completed pass. Didn't really see what happened there. They're going to say that's an incomplete pass. They're going to say that's an incomplete pass. And that's dangerous. I think you see on that replay. I'm not sure that ball went forward.
I don't think it did either.
Not sure that ball went forward. Either way, 2nd and 10. Tanner Tommy in the backfield. He just looks like a big boy back there. Nice, stays on his feet, spins, and he's taken down at about the 28-yard line. Tommy's that's a big halfback. He's 6'3", 240 pounds. You can see here he kind of goes off, makes a nice sidestep there. Good form tackle, wraps up. He's trying everything he can do to spin out there. And they finally take him down, but that's an NFL-sized running back there. He's 6'3", 240. So here we go, 3rd and 7. Again, Robbinsville's been in lots of 3rd and 7s. They've been able to hold Lawrence to 3rd and longs, but Lawrence has been able to answer on these long down distances. Shotgun set, drops back to pass, got plenty of time, throws a pass right down the middle of the field. He's got room to run. He's at the 20, he's at the 15, he's at the 10, he's at the 5. He's taken down about the 3-yard line. That's Sean McLaughlin. Threw this little angle pass, and it was a race to the sideline, a race to the end zone.
Just no coverage around him. Could play with anything.
Nice open field tackle by Shea to stop him from getting in the end zone. But we have a 1st and goal from the 4-yard line. Let's take a look and see who's in the backfield. I'm having trouble seeing who's in the backfield. Shotgun set. I'm surprised to see so much shotgun. Handoff in motion. Number 8 cuts it back in for a touchdown. Jacob Daniels with a nice cut on a dime. He smelled the end zone. He cut it and went right in. And here we go. We have our own Cameron Brucker.
Each year there's a different theme for the show. Would you like to describe what this year's theme is?
Absolutely. This year's theme is a steampunk theme. So the costumes are inspired by Victorian fashions and steampunk fashions. And it's all about building an airship and then launching an airship, which you can kind of hear the change in the music as we go through the show to describe that from a musical perspective.
Cool. So the band competes every year. So what are some of the goals that you had for this year, and how have you been doing at competition?
We're doing very well at competition. We're scoring like the top 25% of the bands in the state of New Jersey, and expect to do very well at our upcoming national competition. Our color guard has done extremely well, and this past week we broke an 85.1.
Thank you so much for your time. Back to you, Barry.
Okay, so that was the band director, and they're getting ready for the halftime show. And the score is 21-0 here. The score's a little deceiving, Stephen. I think this is Robbinsville has had their opportunities.
Yeah.
And we had the interception, which is really a momentum because they have a nice offensive drive. Robbinsville was moving the ball, then the interception. So let's see if we can get some points. Let's see if Robbinsville can get some points on the board.
Yeah, it seems like more unlucky breaks more than anything than poor defense, which has led to Lawrence.
They've had him at 3rd and long.
Yeah,
it seems like they've had him at 3rd and long in just about every stand, but they've give all the credit to Lawrence. They've just had a great offensive game plan and been able to move the ball in 3rd and long scenarios. Okay, Aiden's going to kick back. And he's had a touchback the last time. And here's the kick, and again a low spiraling kick. This one's going to be returned. Takes it at about the 10, takes it up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25, to the 30. He's got a little room, breaks the tackle, and he's wrapped up around the 20-yard line. Again, the man of the hour, Jack Lipschutz. He's a senior and has really been a big part of the offense this game.
Yeah, definitely Robbinsville has been relying on him, and they keep on feeding the ball, and he's running the ball well.
Good field position to start for the Ravens. Yes, 1st and 10 for Robbinsville. At about the 29-yard line. Kanagawa back in the shotgun. Two backs flanking him. Handoff. He keeps it himself. He's got some room to go. Ooh. Takes it out to the 39-yard line. He had one man to beat. And I really like seeing Kanagawa run that ball out of the backfield. You can see a nice, takes that right back in.
Definitely seemed like he does work well under pressure.
Ooh.
And
that was a heck of a tackle by number 23, Southward Malik, to stop that. That could have picked up an easy 15, 20 more yards.
Oh, absolutely.
And I'm pretty sure that the Robbinsville offense has noticed that they're moving the ball when they give it to Kanagawa on some quarterback keepers.
Yeah, they're seeing holes in this Lawrence defense. They're definitely exploiting it whenever they can.
So we got a 1st down. Kanagawa back. Handoff, hands it off to Lipschutz. This time he's stopped. Number 1, Tanner Tommy, in on the stop. It's going to put the Ravens in a 2nd and long, 2nd and 14. Second and 11, 4 minutes remaining in the 2nd quarter. Cheerleaders getting ready for halftime. The halftime festivities. Kanagawa back in the shotgun set. Some motion up front. Drops back to pass. He's got his receiver. Oh, it's just picked off by number 21. Aim Dawson, the linebacker, just stepped in front of the receiver and intercepted that. And he's able to return that for a nice tackle by Lipschutz to stop that from being a touchdown. Looks like he might have got dinged up on that play.
Yeah.
Took a knee to the head. Yeah. So Lawrence is going to start at their own 31.
On that last play there, Sif Gibbons really read the coverage really well and noticed where Kanagawa was going to release the ball and just cut it off there.
Flanking Cal Bennett. Hand off to Wilson, who's going to sweep around. He's got some blockers. He's got room to go. He's at the 30, he's at the 20, to 25, 15, 10, 5, touchdown. And that was a heck of a run.
Definitely a young man.
That was a heck of a run. He had a lead blocker who just in front of him. Take a look at big number 75, just looking for someone to hunt down, and he's right behind him. And he makes a nice cut back here, and he's in for the touchdown. I don't think anybody touched him.
I don't think so. He went in there trotting at the end there. Just weaving his way through that Robbinsville defense with ease.
And the extra point here, and this has gotten out of hand quickly.
Yeah, bad
the extra point is up, and it's good. He kicked it at the band. The band's back there warming up, and he hit him.
They got to be attentive there. Don't want to catch pigskin in the tuba there.
Play the tuba, and he gets a football on the side of the head.
Costly turnovers at the wrong time seem to be what's doing it in for Robbinsville here. And good play coverage by Lawrence's defense as well. Oh.
Look at the crowd today. Great night for football. And Lawrence is gonna kick it off again. He's had one touchback. They had a nice return last time, got it out about the 30-yard line. It'd be nice for Robbinsville to have a nice sustained drive here to get some points on the board before halftime.
They definitely need the momentum going into half.
And there's the kickoff. It's going to be returned at about, that's a live ball. It takes a bounce at the 10. That's going to take it at the 15. He's going to take it at about the 20, force back to the middle of the field. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle. He's still loose, and he's fighting for every yard. Again, Lipshot's really doing everything he can tonight to get Robbinsville some good field position. You can see a nice cut back here. Stays on his feet. Stays on his feet again. Nice tackle, nice running, and then he's met by the Cardinals.
Good coverage by John Pichet there, so he can get an extra couple of yards on that.
So Robbins's going to start at the 26 with 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. Actually, check that. There's 3 minutes and 14 seconds left. We're going back in time here. And we're going to have a shotgun set. 2 backs flank Kanagawa. In motion, he's going to take it himself. This has worked before, and this time he's met at the line of scrimmage. Oof. And smothered. He saw that the defensive backs came in on it. We're looking for that little flare pass. Turned it back in. Was actually able to pick up 2 yards.
Yeah.
Fought for those 2 yards, but 2nd and 8's better than 2nd and 10.
Wouldn't be surprised if he reads the defense right and he tries it again during this.
Yeah, I think here we're going to see try to get something to the outside here. Shotgun set. 2 backs flank Kanagawa. Keeps it himself. Takes it up to the 30, to the 40. Man, it's a 45-yard line. Again, Kanagawa has really had some success on the quarterback keeper here. Makes a good decision, keeps it himself on the read option. And you can take a look, nobody touches him until the 40-yard line. He's able to kind of fight for an extra 5 yards.
Definitely see that skill set as a wide receiver.
Looks like we took
tonight.
Ravens burn a timeout. So they have 2 remaining.
Wow, we got a little break in action. Time to bring out those 50-50 tickets. The winner of the 50-50 will receive $124. If you have the winning ticket,
there is the famed Robbinsville flock. I don't know exactly what the flock is, but it seems like the dog pound. I'm guessing that's the equivalent of the.
It's the cheer group, I believe.
That's the flock. I like that. That's the flock. Is that multiple Ravens or a flock?
I believe so. I believe flocks are multiple birds.
Just multiple birds in
Yeah.
general. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 45-yard line. Kanagawa is going to be in a shotgun set, flanked by one back. He's in motion. He keeps it. He hands it off, and the running back is met at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, number 20, Jack Lipschutz. Stop by number
Lipschutz.
50, Christian Galecki.
Mass.
Brings up 2nd out of 10 for the Ravens.
Met at the 45.
At this time, if we can get any parents of the senior band students, they should meet Mr. Wilson at the gate to the field by the concession stand. Again, that's any parents of senior band members, please report to the gate by the concession stand to meet Mr. Wilson.
Second and 10.
Looks like Kanagawa's going to let the ball fly.
Steps back to pass. He's got a lot of passing. He's throwing a deep pass down the field, and it's incomplete. He threw into double coverage.
I think that's
he hung in there. We have a replay. I think he might have got hit. There's the boot. There we are. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great night for football. I'm here with the one and only Steven Nelson, back in from Rutgers. How's the academic life treating you, Steven?
It's being great. I got all A's, and I'm studying all the time.
All A's. He's 5 weeks into the semester. He's got all A's.
Making my mama proud.
Here we go. Back to the action. It's 3rd and 10. Kanagawa is flanked by 2 running backs. Play action pass. He keeps it himself. He's got room. Oh, he's met at the 50-yard line. Steven, what do you do here? We got about a 4th and 7. You think they're going to go?
I think they got to go for it at this point. And I think they let it run again. I think they're not experiencing too much luck with the long ball here. I think definitely if they want to convert this play and definitely take the momentum going into the second half, I think they got to run it. I think they go through Kanagawa again.
And they take your advice, and they're going to go for it. No, they're going to punt. I would be looking for a fake punt here, but let's see. 4th and 7, the clock is ticking down. And they punt it away. Good punt. It's going to roll and trickle to about the 12-yard line. And that's going to give Lawrence the ball. I'm going to guess at this situation they're going to just take a knee.
Yeah.
Let's see. Is there any bad blood between these two teams? Because this looks like just take the knee and head into the locker room.
5, 2, 6. 1,
Well,
6.
you remember last season when they played?
2, 6.
Only 35 seconds left in the half. I'm going to guess Lawrence is just going to take a knee here because who gets the ball in the second half, Steven?
I believe.
No, they're going to not take a knee. It looks like they're going to call some offensive plays. Another shotgun set, 4 receivers. Takes the snap, drops back. They're looking to move the ball. Good pressure. He's on the loose. He's got a lot of room to roam. He's going to run it himself. He's carrying that ball. He's out to the 30. Steps out of bounds. Clock is stopped at 25 seconds.
Up 28-0, and you have the chance to play before halftime. I guess you just want to test out some plays and see if you can take it up the ball upfield.
Yeah, and with the kicker like Aiden, who's been really doing a good job. You're going to look at him holding the ball out there. So 25 seconds left. First down from about the 23-yard line. Again, shotgun set, twins to the left. Takes the drop, he steps back to throw. He's got a man on a slant pattern. Dangerous pass. Intended receiver was Tanner Tommy. Second and 10.
You suspect another long pass coming on this sequence here?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to do a quick hitter again. Looked like the slant. Looks like they're going to try to, not a deep pass, but try to get one of these skill position players in motion. Shotgun set, trips to the right. Hands it off. He's got a convoy, cuts it back to the middle of the field. That's Hemingway, he's loose. He is loose at the 50, at the 40, one man to beat at the 30, at the 20, takes him down at the 20-yard line, 15. 3. Look, they take a timeout, you can see.
With 3 seconds remaining in the half.
Hemingway fighting for every yard he can get.
He definitely plays like a machine once he gets
down
going.
at about the 12-yard line. I'm sorry, about the 18-yard line. They're going to kick a field goal here. Wilson has been, this is a, let's see here, it's a 34-yard field goal.
He's been perfect with his point after attempts and his
he's been killing the he's been killing the PATs here. This guy looks like a good kicker.
Yes, he does.
Wilson Aiden, 6'1" senior. So Lawrence trying to put a little sugar on top here. Take this to 31.
Definitely a nice cushion going into half.
So here we go. 3 seconds remain. And Lawrence going for the 34-yard field goal. Aiden lines it up. And here comes the snap and the kick, and it is long enough. And it's good. No, it's no good. That's no good.
Ooh, thank it.
That looked good from here.
Yes, it did. That went through.
We have a replay of that kick. I don't know if it was to the left or.
28 in Robbinsville 0.
There's the kick. He kicks it well, and he missed it right.
Just slightly.
He missed it right. All right, so at the half, it's the Lawrence Cardinals 28 and the Robbinsville Ravens nothing. So now here we go with the band. Enjoy the Robbinsville halftime festivities.
Hey guys, a little bit this way. You gotta be on the. You're off center. You're on 40. You also need to. Think you remember how to do this? You had other people do it for you?
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to honor the senior members of the Raven Regiment. Our first senior is Serena Karabot, who's a member of the Pit. This is her 5th year with the Raven Regiment. She joined on the field by Mimi and Daniel Karabot, her mom and dad. Her favorite memory from the regiment is, remember when I joined the color guard for like 2 weeks, then quit. Oh wait, remember when I joined battery and got kicked out? Oh wait, remember when I joined Pit and sucked? Remember when I didn't join Wins? Her words of wisdom for the underclassmen. Don't pull a Serena, don't drop the cymbals, don't pull a Manaswi, don't drop your dinner, and don't be late. She'd like to offer a special thanks to Stephen and Aline. Without you, I feel broken like I'm half of a whole. Without you, I've got no hand to hold. Without you, I feel torn like a sail in a storm. Without you, I'm just a sad song. Senior Serena Karabot. Our next senior is Sam Sakala. She's a member of the color guard, and she's been with the Raven Regiment for 4 years. She's joined on the field by her mother Jody and her father Dominic. Her favorite memory is placing 5th at the Nationals freshman year and getting best color guard at state championships. Her words of wisdom are perform up, smile big, be confident, and leave it all out on the field. Her special thanks are her family, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Williams, Miss Arian, my cheer girls, the girlies, my guardies, my cat, Jessica, Catherine, Elizabeth Smith, and of course, Morgan Sarah. Sam Sakala. Our next senior is Brianna Davison. She's a member of the color guard, and she's been with the Raven Regiment for 5 years. She's been out to the field by her parents, her brother, and her sister. Her favorite memory was winning Best Guarded States in 2014, and all the Spirit Weeks, especially this year's. Her words of wisdom are never be afraid to step outside of your comfort zone. Rely on your team, and always help each other to succeed. Don't forget to have fun and be confident. Her special thanks goes to her family for always supporting her, Renali for being an awesome co-captain and friend, and to Satya for always making her laugh. Thank you to the entire guard, especially the seniors, for making her last year a great one. And of course, a huge thank you to Miss Arian, Mr. Williams, and Mr. Wilson. Brianna Davison. Our next senior is Tejas Godson. He's a member of the Pit and Front Ensemble. He's been with the Raven Regiment for 5 years. He's joined on the field by his mother and father. His favorite memory was playing Manhunt in the theater during band camp 2 years ago when the Pit was supposed to be practicing. Sorry, Wilson. The words of wisdom are don't drop the cymbals. Special thanks to past Pit captains, making me who I am today in character and ability. Senior Tejas Godson. Our next senior is Marissa Grace, who's a member of the Woodwind section. This is her first year with the Raven Regiment, but technically 7th. She's met on the field by her parents, Chris and Mike Grace. Her favorite memory was when Mohi had told Fruitables that his name was Jeff with a PH during our mandatory Woodwind lunch. The words of wisdom for underclassmen are make the most of your time you have together. Bonding is key. Also, there will be no pomegranates. Special thanks to Emily Marsh for keeping me sane and the rest of the Woodwinds for meeting me for lunch sometimes. And also thanks to Mr. Wilson for pushing me to do marching band after all of these years. Marissa Grace. Our next senior is Nikita John. She's a member of the brass section. This is her 3rd year with the regiment, and she's met on the field by her mom and dad. Her favorite memory is marching the company in front movement 3 of the Star Check showed. The words of wisdom are the ground can't conduct. Watch the drum major's hands. Special thanks to Zach Ryder for teaching me more about marching band as a brass player. My parents for believing in me and supporting me, and the staff promoting me. Nikita John. The next senior is Cameron Fortress. She's a member of the color guard. She's been in the Raven Regiment for 3 years. She's met on the field by Konstantinos Kotras. Favorite memory from the Raven Regiment was my first day of band camp with the regiment. I was assimilated into both the guard and the band. So while I felt like I was always a member, Serena especially helped by singing Cameron Dallas is my boyfriend every day. Words of wisdom to the underclassmen: march on, don't let any obstacles stop you. To the junior guardies, it's not a drop, it's a floor catch. Special thanks to Aaron, Wilson, and the gang. Cameron Kutras. Our next senior is Bartek Lewanowski, who's a member of the drum line. He's been with the regiment for 4 years. He's met on the field by his mother and father, Barbara and Christoph. His favorite memory is getting 5th at Nationals with the spiciest gang of all time. Words of wisdom: You may not be able to control every situation and its outcome, but you can control your attitude and how you deal with it. Remember, it's not how good you are, it's how good you want to be. Special thanks to Greg for guiding me on how to play drums with his unlimited knowledge, and the rest of the staff for providing me with the greatest opportunity to make unforgettable moments. Bartek Lelanowski. Our next senior is Emily Marsh, who's a member of the woodwind section. This is her 4th year with the regiment, and she's met on the field by her parents, Jill and Peter. Her favorite memory is walking around the Virginia beach with my friends while on the trip to Norfolk. Her words of wisdom: keep the traditions alive. Remember, all woodwind meals are mandatory. Special thanks to my mom, my dad, and my brother, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Williams, Miss Erin, Matt, and Zach. Also my flute teacher, John Lane. And my best friends, Amanda, Nikita, Mernali, Mariko, and Marissa, for keeping me sane. Emily Marsh. Our next senior is Julie Miller. She's a member of the Color Guard. She's been with the Raven Regiment for 4 years. She's met on the field by her mother, Gail. Her favorite memory from being in the regiment is winning Best Guard freshman year at state. Words of wisdom: I'm so proud of newbies on the Color Guard and everything we've accomplished this year. Remember, perform up, smile always, be cognizant of free arms, straighten legs, point toes, tip your waiter, waitress, and love your seniors. Special thanks to the staff, Aaron, Williams, and Wilson, my mom, the band, the Color Guard, my son, Griffin Hart, Julie Miller. Our next senior is Amanda Kwan, who's a member of the woodwind section and the drum major. This is her 5th year with the Raven Regiment. She's been on the field by her mom, Julie, dad, Kim, and brother, Nolan. Her favorite memory is dressing up as the Breakfast Club on Halloween. Words of wisdom: treat every day like it's podium day. Also, never leave your clarinet at the school when heading to nationals. Special thanks to Mr. Wilson, Chris, Betty, Zach, Matt, Greg, her family, this year's captains, the band, Emily, Jake, Zach, Anushka, Lily, and the Breakfast Club. Amanda Kwan. Our next senior is Satya Reddy, escorted onto the field by her mother, Suprajat. She's a member of the Color Guard and has been marching band for 3 years. Her favorite memory in the band is the Lenape High School competition and placing well during the Jackson Memorial this year. Her words of wisdom: enjoy it while it lasts. She'd like to give a special thanks to the entire Guard and Miss Erin, Mr. Wilson, and Mr. Williams for making the past 4 years amazing. To all the newbies, I'm so proud of how far you've come. I'm going to miss you all next year, but I know you guys will do great. Satya Reddy. Our next senior is Mernali Tasker. She's a member of the Color Guard. This is her 4th year with the Raven Regiment. She's met on the field by her mother, her best friend Kayla, and her Color Guard instructor Aaron. Her favorite memory is winning Spirit Week when the entire Color Guard dressed as frat boys and twinning with Wilson for 2 years in a row. Words of wisdom to the underclassmen: keep pushing no matter how hard it gets. Also, never give up on each other, or never let each other down, never run around and hurt each other, and never be afraid to go too far for the sake of a Rickroll. Special thanks to Sydney, Brianna, Sam, Julia, Satya, and Cameron for being the best friends and classmates I could ask for. I'm so unbelievably proud of you all. To my family for putting up with me, spending more time at band than at home. To Aaron, Wilson, and Becky for their support. To the Guard and band for making band fun. Renali Tasker. Our next senior is Abel Vargasy, who's a member of the brass section. He's been with the Raven Regiment for 4 years and has met on the field by his parents. His favorite memory from the Raven Regiment is taking 5th place at Nationals freshman year. Words of wisdom for the underclassmen: make the best out of your time in high school. Get involved, work hard, and create great memories. It goes fast. Special thanks to Mr. Wilson and the Raven Regiment for giving me the chance to grow and have great memories in my 4 years. Abel Vargasy. Our next member of the senior class is Jaden Weiss, who's a member of the brass section and has been with the band for 5 years. He's been on the field by his parents, Charlie and Debbie Weiss. His favorite memory is when Anthony electrocuted his trumpet. His words of wisdom to the underclassmen: join the low brass, it's not a cult. Special thanks. I would like to thank all of the brass alumni that have helped me every day since day one. Zach Ryder, Oscar Gaines, James Aikens, Stephen Todd, and David Weintraub. In addition, I would like to thank the staff of the Raven Regiment for 5 long years of support. I like to eat snails for funsies. Jaden Weiss. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for the senior member of the Raven Regiment.
And here we are, we're getting ready to kick off the second half. And we're going to have the Ravens receiving the kickoff. Score is 28-0. And let's see if Robbinsville can move the ball in this half. Steve, what do you think Robbinsville needs to do in the second half to turn this game into a positive?
I think Robbinsville needs to convert on those early plays where they get first down, and definitely they need to hold up on their defense.
Here's the kickoff, and this is a low line drive. It's fielded at about the 10. He's going to take it up to the 15, to the 20, to the 25. He's wrapped up and brought down about the 33. Ooh, looked like he might have broken through there, but he's wrapped up around the 32-yard line.
Good field position. Good start for the second half for the Robbinsville Ravens.
So good field position for Robbinsville to start off the third quarter. They've moved the ball in spurts. They just haven't really been able to kind of get it over midfield and to kind of get that big plus play of 20-plus yards.
Yeah, and it's definitely hard with this team that, as a unit, they haven't had a lot of snaps together because of all the injuries. So it's hard for them to come together as a collective.
So here we go. Kanigawa in the shotgun. Two backs flank him. Two wide split left and motion. We got a little motion up front.
And we have a penalty on the play.
Looked like there a lot of finger pointing going on there. I think may have had a false start on the offense.
I believe so.
And it is a false start.
Penalty is going to be a false start against the Ravens. That's going to back them up 5
That
yards.
is not going to make Coach Patterson happy to come out of the locker room on the first offensive snap. You have a pre-snap foul. So now we're at 1st and 15.
I think they run the ball on the first play here.
Try to get some positive yardage. Kanigawa flanked by two backs. Motion to the left. That ball's in the air for a while. It's caught. Positive yardage up to the 31-yard line. That looks like that was Dylan Shaw with the reception.
The pass complete from
Yeah, like you said, that ball was
Looks
up in
like
the air for a
Shaw
while.
might be banged up a little bit. He's taking a knee.
2nd down and 10 for the Ravens.
He's back on his feet. That ball was in the air for a while.
Yeah, definitely could have been picked down easily if Lawrenceville was a little bit closer on that.
All right, so we're at a 2nd and about 9. So 2nd and 10. They got most of their yardage back from the penalty. Kanigawa once again in shotgun. Shaw in motion, hands off to the tailback, takes it inside and is ripped down and driven back. Doesn't go down though. That's Lipshot's not going down. Or momentum took him out to about the 31-yard line.
3rd down and 10 for the Ravens.
Lipshot's one of the positives tonight, you know, showing his aggressiveness and showing that senior headstrongness by not going down there.
So it's a 3rd and long for the Ravens. Kanigawa bringing the play to the huddle. Break the huddle. Kanagawa back in shotgun once again, flanked by 2 receivers. Look at the Lawrence D-line. They're just ready to pray. Oh. Incomplete pass. He's trying to get it to tight end Scholl, and looks like it's 4th and 10, and looks like the Ravens are going to punt.
Excellent coverage by Lawrence there, getting a hand in there, obscuring the vision of Kanagawa, so they're going to get that pass off.
Coach Jones has got these Lawrence Cardinals. They're ready to play. I mean, you can just tell that defensive line is ready.
They're up 20.
So two receivers back at about the 45-yard line. And the punt's off. It's a good-looking punt. It's going to be fielded at about the 48. Takes it across the field. He's got a little room. He's at the 45. He's at the 40. He's got a man to beat. He's at the 30. He's got another man to beat at the 18-yard line. It's a great punt return. You can see here he breaks a tackle, makes a nice cut. That's Sean McLaughlin on the run. It's a flag on the play. And it looks like everyone's going back. Nice open field tackle to prevent the touchdown. Oh, we got a flag on the play. I didn't see that. Did you see the flag, Stephen?
I did not see a flag. I thought it was a clean run there on McLaughlin.
It's going to move it back to the 41-yard line, so that's a big change in field position. So Lawrence up 28. I would expect to see him kind of run the offense for 1 or 2 series, and they'll probably throttle it down towards the second half of the third quarter. What do you think, Stephen?
I think probably so. I think they're up 28-0, but they're not giving an inch on offense or defense, and they don't.
Traditional eye set here. It's Tommy and I think William in the backfield. No, it's not William. It's a handoff to Jared Zachary, who's met at about the 38-yard line.
77, Nicholas Melican, for a gain of 2. That brings up 2nd down and 8.
I don't know if he got 2 there. Nice trailed it down, number 65. Matt Raspol. Nope. That's Paul Milo with a nice defensive stop. All right, so it's 2nd and 8. Tanner Tommy and inside handoff to Tommy. Tommy's got a little room to go. He's out. He cuts to the left, cuts back up to the middle. The field's still on his feet. The ball's loose. And Robbinsville has recovered the fumble. A lot of finger pointing. Oh no! It looks like somehow Lawrence got that ball back. That was on the ground. I could have sworn the Ravens leapt on it.
I did too. That's a tough break for Robbinsville not getting that call.
Let's see what happened on that. So Tommy cuts it back and the ball gets loose. You can see this 6'3" is a big running back. He's just swatting those guys away. You can see here right at the 50-yard line, the ball pops out. It's loose. Oh boy. Dylan Shaw had a chance to fall on that. And just, that's why the thing's shaped like an egg, Stephen.
Yep. Definitely not easy to catch.
Number 33 is going to kind of bring out good pursuit defense. Oh, we'll see where they mark him. Kind of blew the whistle early. He kind of fell forward for about 5 yards.
It cost him yardage on Lawrence there.
Look at all those Ravens flocking around that ball there on defense. It's gonna. Coach Patterson's going to be happy with the defensive effort when he watches the game tape. They're out there bleeding for him. All right, we got a 2nd and 14 here. They lost 4 yards. Going to fall back into the shotgun. Drops back to pass. He's taking a 5-step drop. He's moving. He's looking at some room. He breaks a tackle. He's loose to the right side. And he's pushed out of bounds.
number 14, Ryan Kalon, from the keeper. Picks up 4 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Cardinals.
3rd and 10.
Coach Patterson has anything to commend his team tonight defensively. They definitely have been stopping that running game. That's something you look to the tapes. And
story of the game for Robbinsville is they've been putting the Lawrence Cardinals in 3rd and longs, but they just can't get the stop on 3rd down. And again, I think on the other side of the field, they were probably in four down territories.
Yeah.
So we're going to have a shotgun set. He's 7 yards back. He's pretty deep back there. Drops back.
He's launching it.
Throws a deep pass down the middle. Had a man open, but he overthrew him. Looking for Jacob Daniels on the post route there. Quarterback throws a nice ball. It just doesn't put enough air on him. He's really taking a deep drop. Just missed the outstretched hand.
So about a yard ahead of him. Tough break for Lawrence there.
Some top of the line camera work here by our MCC team. Now we're going to have the punt. Punting from about his own 40-yard line, and he's back, and he gives it a kick and over kick. It's going to take a neutral bounce, kind of rolling back to the 24-yard line. So Robbinsville, 3 and out on offense, almost had a turnover. Moved the ball their first offensive series. So things are looking positive.
Yeah, it was a positive sequence for Robbinsville there. Definitely stopped them. Would have been better if they got the fumble recovery there, but you got to take what you get on the field.
Robbinsville looking for a deep, sustained offensive drop here. Kanagawa running in with the play.
Robbinsville hasn't thrown the ball too well, but definitely running it. Kanagawa taking matters into his own hand is definitely a bright spot for this Robbinsville offense so far.
Kanagawa back in the shotgun. Man in motion is Scholl. He hands it off to him. He's going to take it around the left side. He's wrapped up about the 30-yard line. Kept on playing, about a gain of 4 on 1st down. Most offensive coordinators are going to tell you they want 4 yards on 1st down. You can see there, Scholl's in motion. Puts it in there. And puts him out about the 29-yard line. 2nd and 5.
Positive start to this sequence. Let's see how Robbinsville continues it.
This has been the play they've struggled on, is 2nd down. They haven't really been too effective in 2nd down, so we got a shotgun set. Twin receivers on the left, and man in motion is running back, and we're going to have the quarterback keeper get, and he is absolutely met at the 27-yard line, flying in there like a heat-sinking missile. That is Haweki Christian. Take a look at this hit. Boom, that'll wake you up in the morning.
That's what Kanagawa will
I'm going
feel
to drive
like
in his feet. That's a great defensive stop. I think they took a look at the tape and made some adjustments there.
Yes, they did. They definitely want to stop Kanagawa from bursting through their defensive holes there, and they definitely clogged that up.
All right, but it's still 3rd and manageable, 3rd and 5. Kanagawa back in the shotgun set. Trips receivers to his left, flanked by a running back. Man in motion. He's going to tuck it in there, pulls it back, play action pass. He has a man open, small window. Incomplete, and it's going to be 4th and 5, and it looks like we're going to. I'm looking for the coach. They're going to bring in the punter. They're going to do field position. So good play call. He had a small window to put that ball in there, but I mean, put through a nice tight spiral. Lawrence is back at the 50-yard line, waiting to receive the kick. High snap, he's able to handle it, gets the kick off, a low knuckleball. That's going to be a tough catch. He's rolling back. He's at the 30-yard line, lots of field to the right. If he breaks this tackle, it's going to be trouble. He's met at the 40, at the 50. He's going to the 40-yard line, and there was a big hit back there. If you have a replay right at about the 45-yard line, he got his bell rung. Take a look. Oh, no. Oh, That is going to hurt in the morning, and he got him low. Wow.
7 seconds remaining in the third quarter.
Looks like Lawrenceville's blockers woke up tonight and they're ready to stop down any of the defensive blockers for the Robbinsville.
That's going to fire up the Lawrence. There's nothing on special teams. Special teams, you're going to really fire the team up. You can see his bench just exploded.
I think a hard hit is coming for Lawrence side on this sequence.
Shotgun set. Handoff, looking for room. Nice form tackle by Kanagawa, wrapped him up and really stopped him with minimal gain there. I don't even think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think so.
Now take a look at Kanagawa, just waiting, doing his job, forcing that run to the, breaks him down and just puts his helmet on the ball. Nice tackle. Kanagawa's played a good game.
Yeah, using his body and his speed to his advantage.
All right, so we're 2nd and 9. 4.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Shotgun set. Man in motion is Sean McLaughlin. He's going to go behind. He's going to throw him. That's a lateral. That's a live ball. He's going to cut it up the field. Rep down. There's a penalty on the play. I didn't see a penalty. It might have been some offensive pass interference.
Push in the back.
So we had a block in the back. There it was, right there.
Yep.
Oh, he put his hands up. He knew. He knew he committed. There's the flag. Really didn't touch him, to be honest.
Still
I
got
don't
his
think
hands.
he touched him. He was behind him, but I don't think he touched him.
Looks like he knew it though. Got his hand stuck
All
in
right,
the
so
cookie
we're
jar
looking
there.
at, let's see, a 2nd and 9. Shotgun, quarterback. Oh, a draw. He's got lots of room. Nice open field tackle by number. Looks like it was number 23. I don't know. It was. Number 23, Hunter Smilo, with a nice tackle. Smilo came in there, made a nice tackle. He had some room to go. He's got the long locks like Troy Polamalu, right?
Polamalu.
Polamalu. 3rd and 5. Shotgun set. Quarterback drops back to pass. Pressured, rolling to his left. He's got room. He's going to set up. Oh, hit wrapped up. And that's going to be a sack. I don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage.
14, Ryan Kaleman drops back to pass.
See, Ryan thought about throwing it.
4th down for the Cardinals.
Oh, be careful. Ooh, got away with a face mask there. Number 12, Dylan Shaw got away with one.
Didn't see Paul Milo come out from behind, and otherwise he would have been heading for out of bounds for an extra gain instead of losing them there.
But overall, this has been a tightly contested second half.
That's what it was.
And Lawrence is back to punt. And the Robbinsville is back, puts his heels at the 10s. It's a high punt. Well handled. That's a nice long punt. Makes the catch at, oh, he caught for a fair catch. He took a couple steps forward there. Could have been flagged.
Yeah. Looks like a little bit of indecisiveness when reading that a play call there. Adrian Wilson has some great kicks tonight. Keeps it in the air long enough so the
that was a nice punt.
The defense can cover and make sure that no gaining yards for the Robbinsville Ravens out there.
All right, Koenig end with the play. Robbinsville is going to start at the 16-yard line. Shotgun set again. Man in motion. Handoff. Quarterback keeps it. Oh, he's met again at about the 15-yard line. Maybe picked up a yard.
Lawrence has definitely learned from their first half woes on the running on Robbinsville
read option there. I don't think either. I think he made the right call there by keeping that, but I think they worked on that at halftime, discussed to take away that quarterback read option.
It looks like they didn't have the tape on him because they didn't know he was going to be the quarterback tonight.
Yeah.
It definitely looks like all they needed was one half to figure out Kanagawa on the run.
So he lost a yard. So it's 2nd and 11. We'll be back in a shotgun set here. Quick flare out to the left. He's got some room to go. He's at the 20. Breaks a tackle. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30, 33-yard line. That was Lipschutz again with a heck of a, I think that was Robbinsville's best offensive play of the game.
I think so.
Take a look here. He throws this quick hitter. He just explodes up to the field. Again, some nice camera work from the truck there. Give us a good angle. Fighting for the yards there. Picks up another couple yards. And here we go.
Found the
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. Ball's back to the shotgun set. Oh, read option, the ball's loose. The quarterback falls back. Oh, he had an opportunity, and it looks like Robbinsville was able to get the ball back. He couldn't decide. He kind of put it in there, and then it got caught. He tried to pull it out, but the running back was going through, picked it up, and was able to pick up that fumble. All right, Stephen, you got a 2nd and, what, 13 here?
About
2nd and 12. What do you call here?
I think you got to run it. Clock is ticking down to 40 seconds. I think you got to let that ball fly, get some receivers open on the corners, and go for it.
That little halfback swing worked. I think they're setting up for a deep flag here. Quarterback set, man in motion is Scholl. Keeps it himself. Look for some room. Fights forward for about 6 yards.
Took about the clock ticking down now.
You can see here he kind of thought about making the pass out to the flat, cut it upfield, keeps his legs driving, picks up a good extra 3 yards from this after initial contact.
Kanagawa definitely realized pretty quickly that he didn't have any options and had to run it himself again before he was taken down by the Lawrence D there.
Looks like we have a player. We have a player on the field. I think we have an injured player on the field, number 22. Frost Corey is hurt. I think he's up on his feet. Hey, he's all right.
So he got the wind knocked out.
He's up on his feet. I think Robbinsville's under the impression at the end of the quarter has occurred. The referees disagree.
Yes, there is still 7.2 seconds left in this. I don't think anyone's telling Robbinsville. I think both teams are taking advantage of the free timeout here.
Yeah, the player got hurt and stopped the clock. It was on a run play, so I wonder if the clock starts.
I don't think so. Refs are still convening. Try to decide what to go next here on this play.
Yeah, so the clock should run. Coach Patterson saying the clock's just going to run, so let's just get it started, and the clock's going to run, and now they're going to switch sides of the field. So this is going to be the end of the 3rd quarter, and the score is Lawrence 28 and Robbinsville 0.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter with the score of Lawrence 28, Robbinsville 0. While we have a little break in the action, how about a round of applause for the back-to-back.
All right, here's our own Cameron Brucker.
Cheerleading team.
I'm here with Robbinsville High School's Flockmaster, Billy Seymour. So, Billy, explain what the flock is and what your job is as Flockmaster.
The flock is the student section of fans at Robbinsville High School of the sporting events. We go to games and cheer on our fellow classmates and our favorite teams. We lead chants such as "Let's Go Ravens," and we cheer them on any way we can.
So since you are a senior, who's going to be taking over as flock master next year, and what are your expectations for them as well?
I got a few ideas. You know, I don't want to give anything away right now. We'll find out in the spring. Let me do my thing. But you know, I just hope that they lead the flock just as well as they can and really just put their heart and effort into the flock.
Thank you. Back to you, Barry.
Thanks, Cameron, the flock master himself. So next year there's a new flock master?
I believe there would have to be if he graduates.
There's a new flock master, it's confirmed. That's interesting. How does one become the flock master? Are they elected? Huh, volunteer. It's a volunteer to become the flock master. Anyway, here we are, fourth quarter. 3rd and long for Robbinsville. Probably in 4-down territory. Man in motion. Steps back, he's gonna throw the deep ball. The ball's up in the air, he's gonna take a look. He drops the ball. I thought he had possession, and as he hit the ground, the ground jarred it loose. Take a look, here you go. He puts a lot of air under that. And he has it. Oh, he just drops it. He almost made a helmet catch, almost caught it on the other player's helmet.
Keith and Jabril definitely played that well.
Robbinsville is gonna punt here. Dylan Chall with the punt, and Lawrenceville back to receive at about the 40-yard line. Kicks away, it's an end-over-end kick, goes out at about the 48-yard line.
Lawrenceville seems to be thriving off these short kicks and not having to do much on offense once they get the ball. And looks like Lawrence.
Okay, so Lawrence is going to start with 11:43 left in the fourth quarter at about the Robbinsville 45. Would expect to see a lot of ball on the ground, just pound here, eat some clock. Handoff, he's up the middle. He fights forward, it's gonna pick up the first down. Steven, is that a first down?
I think so.
Steven thinks so. I think it's gonna be about a yard short. Yeah, it's gonna leave him 2nd and 1. That was Johnson William on the run. William still in the backfield, with Sherrard Zachary also back there. Man in motion is Tanner Tommy. Johnson William on the run. Picks up a first down and then some. Takes it down to about the 24-yard line.
Tanner Tommy and Johnson Williams don't seem to want to go down ever.
William makes a nice cut, breaks a tackle there. Another nice cut, breaks another arm tackle, and fights his way to the 26-yard line. Good looking run there.
Johnson Williams only 5'8", but he fights through those tackles. He was 6'2".
Looks like the same play. This to the other side, a pitch to the right. He's going to try to find that edge. He gets there and a nice tackle. Throws him out of bounds. Ooh, looked like he might have had a horse collar there. Nope, no penalty on the play. Let's take a look and see if he got a grab of those shoulder pads in the back. Nope, he grabbed him by his jersey. Oh, he kind of wrapped him up out of bounds a little bit, but no flag.
Looks like you got away with a couple penalties there.
So, 2nd and 11 from the 31. Tommy in motion. Pulls back the pass, throws it to the corner of the end zone, up and makes a pass incomplete. Incomplete pass intended for Sean McLaughlin, trying to get McLaughlin in the game. You can see here he throws it up, puts a nice amount of air. McLaughlin's tracking the ball, and he makes a play on it just a little high. Well defended by, oh, that's our guy again today.
Lipschutz.
Jake Lipschutz in on the action.
Playing excellent on both sides of the ball, playing corner and running back.
3rd and 11. Surprised to see Lawrence passing here, Stephen? Surprised to see Lawrence passing? Going to hand it off, forces it back inside. Get team tackling again by the Ravens.
I'm not surprised if your receivers are that open. Why not throw out to them?
So it's 4th down. I think they're going to try to field goal here. Their kicker has enough legs, so he missed one from the, can't tell what they're going to do here. No, they're going to call an offensive play. Going to go for it in 4th and 12.
That ball's hitting the air.
Got a man who's uncovered. Drops back the pass, throws a slant over the middle. He's got room to run. Makes the catch, and he gets taken down at the 10-yard line. That's Tanner Tommy. And they've gone to the middle of the field. They've gone to the middle of the field for Tanner Tommy several times. Makes a nice catch, gets upfield, breaks a tackle. Yes, he did break it, and he gets down at the 15-yard line.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep on going to Tanner Tommy.
That's a 6'3", 240. We've seen him in the backfield. We've seen him at tight end. Lawrence really using him as a weapon.
Yeah. Versatility on there. And he's
shotgun set at about the 10-yard line. Hands it off inside. Going to take it. He's going to continue running it outside. He's going to turn the corner up the field.
He's in.
And he's in for a touchdown. That's Johnson William with the touchdown. Take a look. Cuts it up, and you can see right here, look at this effort. He tries to get in. Oh, I don't know if he got in. But there's no replay in high school, Stephen.
No.
There's only MCTV replay.
The best in the business.
I think he got in. It's close.
I think he did. I don't think he was
After
down.
this point we're going to take another look to see if he got in. If we can freeze that and take a look if that ball crossed the plane. This will make it 35-0. And then we'll take a look at that replay to see if he got in. And the kick is good. So let's take a look. Did he cross the plane? All right, so we can see here. Steven, did he get in?
I think he got in. I think his arm was outstretched enough before.
I think the ball may have crossed the plane with his knee down.
I definitely think him getting knocked into the end zone helped him there.
Yeah, I think he made that cut back at about the 5-yard line, and here we go. So you can see here, he makes this cut back at about the 5-yard line. Let's see when his ball. If we can pause it here, he's still up. He's down right there. I think he's in the end zone.
I think he is too.
I think he's
go down to right now.
There, we'll scrub that back a little bit. Let me take a look. If we can rewind it a little bit, we'll see where his knee is down. Back a little bit more. Back a little bit more. Right there. And we're ready for the kickoff, and Lawrence is going to kick off to the Ravens. Good kick again. That's going to be brought back. He's got it. That's interesting. I thought he was going to take it back out. I guess you can't take it back out. Good. So it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line.
Lawrence definitely not stepping off the gas here tonight, even though going into the end of the closing minutes of the fourth quarter here. Lawrence up 35-0. Looks like they still want to put up good points and show it this.
So look, Robbinsville's moved the ball.
Yeah.
They've tackled well. They've put him. That was on. They had a 4th and 11 on that drive. You can tell this is a young team, but they're getting real close. They're making some. Lawrence has definitely played an excellent game, but Robbinsville's consistently put him in 3rd and longs, 4th and longs. Kanagawa back in the shotgun set. Man in motion. looking to pass. He has him open. It's intercepted by number 25, Makil Jabril. He's going to take it back to the, oh, we got a penalty on the play. Looks like it was probably a face mask. That's Makithan Jabril on the interception. I'm guessing that's a face mask?
Something like that, or get him up on the pads.
No, illegal block in the back. See if we have a replay of that, see if we can pick up where the block in the back. So it was a strong throw from the quarterback and got tipped. Nice play by Jabril, and there it is. There was the flag. Or maybe that was the flag. Both were
pushes and frustration out there.
Both were questionable.
Jabril has been begging to get catch an interception all night.
So that's Makithan Jabril. Nice interception.
Yes.
Now you got to imagine Lawrence is going to go to their 4-minute, 8-minute offense here and just try to run the clock out.
I definitely think they're going to do that unless they want to pad their stats here tonight.
We got a new quarterback in the game. Looks like Jake Bennett, I believe. See if we can confirm that. Oh, he's met negative yardage. It is. It's Jake Bennett that's signed in to be the quarterback. That's interesting. He's out of the game now. Oh, he's going to get the sideline call again. So Bennett has replaced Calvin. So up 35-0. Lawrence is going to rest some of the starters.
It's definitely a welcome to the game moment.
Get some of the young guys some experience. He's going to sit back in the shotgun. And who else we got in the backfield there? It looks like oh, look at that. Takes the snap. It was a little high. He's looking for room on the outside. He's met and wrapped up by the Robbinsville defense. Blew the whistle. Jacob Daniels is looking around saying, what are you talking about? I'm still on my feet. That was it. I'm not sure he was supposed to take that, but he started running with it.
I think the center snapped it a bit too early and didn't realize the motion was right there with Jacob Daniels.
So it's a 3rd and 22. So take a look. Do you think this was called play here or just?
Oh, I can't think so. He's not even looking at the ball there.
Ball's in my face. I'm going to take it and run with it. Shotgun snap. That's a live ball. Lots of confusion there. But I guess we had some motion on the offense. False start on the offense, so 3rd and 27.
Can definitely see the inexperience with this lineup that's out there for Lawrence as opposed to the lineup before that was rolling through the first 3.5 quarters.
Looks like we got some young guys getting some experience on the varsity squad.
Definitely with a varsity squad with a lot of seniors, it's need to get some help out there.
That's Ronnie on the run. He's got some room. He might be enough to gets close to the first down. Picks up a big chunk there. You can see that's Namesh Ronnie. Gets the ball and he's nice stiff arm. And he rumbles another stiff arm. Oh, he took oh boy. Oh. Took a knee to the head. It's number 20.
Your coach Jones.
Lipschutz took a knee to the head there. Hope he's all right. He's good. It's about a 4th and 6.
I think if this is Coach Jones, this is what you want to see.
Robbinsville is expecting a punt here. I'm not sure Lawrence is agreeing with that suspicion. And they take a timeout. There's some confusion on the field.
We have a timeout on the play taken by Lawrence.
Hey, here's Cameron with the Raven roller coaster.
Billy Seymour in action with the Robbinsville's very own Raven roller coaster. Ready?
Welcome to the Raven roller coaster. Please keep your arms and legs inside the vehicle at all times. Visual scan. All clear. Jimmy, what does all clear mean? All clear means you're out of here.
And there's that. Back to you, Barry.
Steven, does that look like a roller coaster to you?
Maybe a broken one.
I take my kids to the amusement park. I might want a refund after that roller coaster.
I think it was not a very long roller coaster either.
I want the Ravens nest, the flock, to go back to working on that. Here we go, 4th down. And they're going for it here. And it's going to be on the spot. I think they're short. Now, does that fall on the master flock himself? Is that on the master flock to coordinate that a little better?
Yeah, I definitely think they were in a tip-top shape and were that motivated.
I liked the idea, but it was the execution.
Yes.
All right, here we go. 1st and 10. Robbinsville trying to get something positive on the board. 4 minutes remaining. Got a man in motion, hands off to the tailback. He's going to fight forward. He's still on his feet, still driving his feet. He's going to get out to the 46-yard line. I got to take a look to see who that was. And that's our boy, Jack Lipchuk. Yeah. Cannot say he's not. Watch him just drive his feet. You're down 35-0, 4th quarter, and there's no quit in this kid. Look at him just driving his feet, picking up yards, taking on tacklers, getting some help from his teammates.
That's something I think you want to see out of your seniors at your last homestand, not going down with the night quietly.
All right, so that sets up a manageable 2nd and 2. Kanagawa's going to be in a shotgun set. He's going to keep it himself and fall forward. Doesn't look like he gained much. Maybe picked up a yard.
Could definitely be a positive drive for the Robbinsville offense here to try to get something out of this game, try to get a moral victory, maybe a score here at the end of the game here.
Third and 1. Man in motion is Scholl. Going to hand it off inside. He's got a little room. He's going to get the first down. First down, Robbinsville. And I think we have Cameron. First down for Robbinsville. So under 2 minutes left.
You think you see the ball fly for the rest of the
I think they're just going to try to get, they haven't been in Lawrence's territory, so I think they're just going to keep keeping it up. Nice little swing out past the Scholl. He runs, tiptoes across the sideline, picks up about 6 yards.
Dylan Scholl taking the positive gain.
Tiptoeing on the sideline here. Good camera work again. Let's see if he steps out. There, he stepped out right there.
I don't think it was called.
Ooh. Let's take a look if we can replay that again. I think we got a bad spot here. Let's take a look where he steps out. Generous spot here late in the game.
Yeah, it looks like they gave him about an extra 6 yards there.
Yeah, about a 6 yard difference. Drops back to pass. Going forward. Oh, he's got a man open. Scholl. Good looking pass. Let's see if we have that replay. He stepped out, I think, at about the 48. Boom, right there. Oh, boy. Well, it's the holiday season.
Yes, it is. Gifts going around.
And that might be the last offensive play of the game.
Then they're going to go for one more.
And that's going to do it
with the Lawrence Cardinals 35, the Robbinsville Ravens 0.
Thanks for coming out. Please get home safely.
So, well fought game for Robbinsville, but in the end, 35-0.
If I'm Robbinsville, I look at the positives at this game, and I see that they fought hard, and their seniors definitely showed their experience, and definitely they fought to the end of this game, and they didn't give in, and their defense was still clogged some holes, but that Lawrence offense just proved to be too
all right,
powerful.
and there's Cameron with Rowdy the Raven.
I'm here with Rowdy the Raven. So, Rowdy, what is it like being the Raven? Good. And can you show us some of your dance moves that you sport throughout the game? Woo. Thanks, Rowdy. Back to you, Barry.
Oh, that's going to wrap it up here. I'm Barry Levy. I'm here with Stephen Nelson, signing off from Robbinsville, where the final score is Lawrence 35, Robbinsville 0.